Ready? Virtual hand dab.
Boom.
There you go.
Well, Coach Smith, this is going to be your final Easley's impromptu, at least.
How have you avoided that? You've even been challenged and you're just like, I'm too good for this.
You know what? You're an idiot. Haven't you been watching this at all?
You can't fit Brett Esely in a box.
Thanks.
But you could probably fit him.
I gave Brett his first job. I think he was the only one that could fit in the office that I put him in. Okay, that's the main thing we have to think about. The office was really small.
You got to be a professional. Let's go.
Yeah, aren't we?
Brett Esely is the ringmaster.
The universal master of ceremony.
That's pretty good for the first time. Let's try it again. Good evening. How's everybody doing this evening? Yes.
He's a Swiss Army knife.
In the game of football, you have a game changer. Guy goes out there and just can literally just take the game over. And everybody's like, whoa, that's awesome. That's him to a T.
He's a veritable encyclopedia.
There isn't a person he doesn't know.
He knows every single person on that Gold Coat list.
And that's a talent.
He's a special talent.
Tremendous play-by-play skills. Color commentator. I still remember the time of the volleyball game, like they couldn't get the Star Spangled Banner to work, and Brett immediately kicks in and starts singing the Star Spangled Banner, and did one heck of a job doing it.
And the nice thing about him, too, is he's straight-faced honest with you all the time.
He'll stand on a table when he believes in something. I mean, in a second.
We won the World Series. The Royals, when I say we, won the World Series. The next day, won to fire Ned Yost.
We had our heart ripped out, gut-wrenching. If you can't win that, you're never going to win it.
Somebody that is that genuine and authentic and won't hesitate to share, the incredible.
His personality, that's what Missouri Western's all about.
The Gold Coat Club helped provide needed funding for Griffon student athletes in their quest for success.
Institutions the size of Missouri Western become successful because of heart and passion.
One thing that's really cool to me, and I don't know if there's another story like his, here's a guy, a hometown guy, grew up here, went to high school here, went to college here, and then has stayed here and has been loyal and faithful to Missouri Western.
I fell in love with this place at age 6. This was something my dad and I did. We came to Griffon basketball games.
You know, I've grown up here. I met my wife here. I've had my kids here. It's made me who I am today.
Institutional knowledge is one thing, but work ethic and loyalty is another.
He's such a loyal guy, and he was such a workaholic. And
I don't think a lot of people realize how many things that he did and what he had his hands on and what he did that people don't even know about.
I don't say chip on her shoulder, but we all have that little bit, and I feel like Brett never had a reason to have a chip on his shoulder, I don't think, but he always worked that way.
In my 3 years as commissioner, we've continued to work together since I've been at Pittsburgh State on some projects, and I don't think Brett's ever told anybody no.
I don't know how he remembers to do everything he does, but he pulls it off.
You know, I think I've always just lived a little bit with the fear of failure. You know, I don't want my name attached with failure.
You know, I don't think I've met anybody who puts more personal responsibility on themselves for how an event is run, how a department is perceived by external groups.
Working Chiefs camp with him and being literally on our hands and knees, me and Brett, picking up sunflower seeds and cigarette butts from underneath bleachers, you know, and that's Brett and how he feels about Missouri Western in a nutshell. Nobody was going to sit in those bleachers and look through and see sunflower seeds down there and think any less of Missouri Western, but he's going to think of everything, and he thinks about that one person that might look through those bleachers and see down there and see that stuff down there and think less of us, and so it's worth the effort. I learned so much from that.
He put the time in, and yeah, anyone around him, it was hard not to also put the time in when you saw someone like that.
All these little things that become your routine become just who you are. Like Brett was one who showed me all that leading into everything else.
Every single advancement in facilities, he was there and he was a part of. Every single progress that was made, he was a part of. It might not have been front and center and taking all the glory, but he was working at Missouri Western when everything kept getting better and better and better to it is to this point today.
It takes some really devoted individual to have that passion and commitment to see it through no matter what happens around you and within.
Can't really put
a value on other than, thank God we had Brett Esely here because he knew exactly what to do.
He understands this place from beginning to end.
He was an extension of the university to everyone.
Missouri Western is going to miss Brett Esely.
The closest thing I could think of would be like tearing down a building with all the stuff in it.
I don't think there's anybody that's has had the impact on this place that he has and that will going forward.
How do you replace that?
I don't know that there's been a bigger hole, and I don't know that there'll ever be a bigger hole than this creates.
Honestly, where the legacy lies is the relationships that you've made over time and the connections and the fact that I think those lives that he's touched have an affinity for this place.
I looked at Brett as a superior when I got there, but by the time I was done, I'm glad I could call him a friend.
3 of the best years of my life were working for him, and he's been a great mentor, a great friend.
So much word I could use to describe him. He's just like such an awesome person.
Brett, thank you for the experience that you gave me. The energy that you brought.
You are a great role model.
But for me, I mean, it's the biggest thank you in the world. Like, he got me started in this career, and I've been lucky enough to keep doing it since. He took a chance on a freshman who had no idea what to do and helped create me, so I appreciate it.
If there's ever a chance I can work for you, Brett, hey, count me in, baby.
He's a Hall of Famer.
First ballot right now, Hall of Famer. Get him in now. Like, don't even wait till next year. Just put him in.
Make a freaking bust statue of that guy is what I'm saying. Like, you walk in, there should be a bust of Brett Esely. It's not going to be a very big one, but it's going to be a nice bust.
When he told me that he was leaving the university, I said, Brett, they're going to have to hire 3 or 4 people to just do what you did. I mean, for a guy that only stands 5'5", he sure carried a heavy load.
Well, 5'5" is generous.
However big he is.
It's one of those things where it's tough to see him go from Missouri Western because I saw firsthand for 14 years what he meant to that place. But thank God he's staying in St. Joe because St. Joe needs Brett Esely.